Today I'm talking about oregano. This is my 3-year-old oregano patch. It may look like weeds, but really it's all oregano and strawberries that have grown through it. Oregano is a pretty easy plant to grow. I started this from seed. I just put the seed right here. It started to grow really slowly at first. I actually thought it was like a weed and I was going to pick it out, but I used this app called Picture This. Told me it was oregano, so I was happy to see that my seed sprouted. And after seeing it sprout, that next year it really took off. So it turned from this little seedling to a bush, really nice bush in 1 year. It had beautiful purple flowers, so I left them on the first year. I tend to let the plants grow for the first year, just to see the life cycle. So oregano turned out beautiful after the first year. The second year, you can see in this video that, it was huge. I got so much off of the plant and was able to harvest so much. It was great. This is 3 years old, and even after spreading, it's still taking up a third of the garden bed. So I'll show you in a second where we've spread it, how much we've spread. And to spread it, all I do is take a shovel, find an area where I can dig it up, and I find a place where I want to plant it, water it. It grows very quickly. There are different types of oregano, so I won't get you too excited about the growth. I also grow Greek oregano, and it's really, really tasty, but it grows so super slow. And I don't know if maybe it's just where I planted it, or if I'm not feeding it enough, or what it could be. But after 1 year of growth, it looks like I still just planted it, which it's cool. It's still a beautiful plant. You'll see here, it's a great plant. All right, so this is my oregano. Let me show you where I spread it. All right, so this is where we spread most of the oregano that has grown over the course of the 3 years. We have started out with maybe like 7, 8, or 9 of the small pieces of that main plant and plugged them into these rocks so that they can grow throughout the rocks, because I hate these rocks. What happens with the rocks is that the weeds grow through the rocks, and I have to maintain it, or my husband has to maintain it by pulling the weeds out, and it's not fun. So why not grow something that we want to grow and not have to worry about it? I also planted some peppermint right next to it, and it's taken over this side of the screen-in porch. So it's good to have a little battle of the oregano and the peppermint. But in general, this grew. We planted it last summer or spring, and this is what it looks like now. And it was really, really tiny plants that have taken over. So all good stuff. We're really happy to be able to do this. More importantly, we're happy to be able to save money on more plants, because these plants are so giving. You can literally hack these plants into pieces and the roots will live. So save your money from Home Depot or wherever you're buying plants from. Grow one plant, spread it, and you will have endless. You don't need to keep purchasing new plants or starting new seeds. In general, oregano is a pretty easy plant to grow, despite the different types. Even though this one is a slow grower, more like a ground cover, it's still an easy, delicious plant to grow. If you're growing oregano for the herbs, the delicious leaves, make sure you're cutting it back before the plant flowers. That way you're getting all of those like essential oils and all that's in the leaves. Some people just grow it for the flowers. The flowers are beautiful in my opinion, and some I do leave for the flowers. When fertilizing, if you're going to fertilize it in spring before everything starts to take off. But outside of that, it's not a complicated herb to grow. It gets bigger every year, and it could save you some cash on herbs in the grocery store. So if you have any comments or questions, just leave them in the comment section. I'd be happy to see what you got to say. Bye.